Litigator of the Year award honors an individual that has shown exceptional skill in securing justice for survivors of sex trafficking and forced labor. This is complex and challenging work that is uncertain and often slow to yield results. It takes the support of organizations like ours, courageous survivors willing to revisit their experiences, and lawyers who give their time and resources to navigate a challenging legal system. And the system is still evolving to meaningfully and consistently hold traffickers accountable for their crimes. Aaron Halegua brought an enormously important civil trafficking case on behalf of Chinese construction workers trafficked to Saipan, a US Commonwealth, to build casinos. Earlier this year, a federal court awarded 7 workers $5.9 million in damages. The case, which ended in default judgment, was litigated over the course of 2.5 years. It is the largest civil trafficking case involving construction workers ever seen in the federal courts. It's worth noting that Aaron is fluent in Mandarin and was able to communicate directly with his clients. The reassurance this creates for a survivor, being able to connect directly with your lawyer, cannot be understated. Aaron is an emerging leader and a courageous and tenacious litigator in the anti-trafficking civil litigation field. He is an example for us all of what it means to advocate for a client and partner with survivors as they seek justice. It is my honor to present this award to Aaron Halegua. Congratulations.
Thank you, Anasuya, for those very kind words, and I want to thank everyone who is joining us here tonight. I am incredibly honored and absolutely humbled to receive this award. But there are so many people who contributed to this result and must also be acknowledged. Of course, there are my co-counsels, Bruce Berline and Times Wong, the Impact Fund in San Francisco that provided the initial $40,000 grant, and all of the vendors, consultants, volunteers, translators, and journalists who helped along the way. As many of you know, this result was a long time in the making. The injuries suffered by our plaintiffs occurred in 2017, which is when I took my first trip to Saipan. And I remember while I was there, one of the first people who I spoke with about what was happening is Martina Vandenberg of the Human Trafficking Legal Center. And Martina, Sarah, and their team at the center have been instrumental in everything that has happened since. They introduced me to our amazing expert witnesses, Flory Burke and Neil Steinkamp. They read over legal memos, and they connected me with great litigators like Dan Werner, Susan French, Agnieszka Friesman, J.J. Rosenbaum, and so many others that offered guidance along the way. But the biggest thanks goes to my clients for the opportunity to represent such courageous, generous, and inspiring people. Like so many trafficking victims, each of them was trying to find a way to better provide for their parents, children, and spouses in China. They borrowed money to pay recruitment fees for the opportunity to work in America, only to then find themselves on a small island in the Pacific Ocean, where they sometimes worked 24-hour shifts, were crammed into dormitories, where rats ran across their bodies while they tried to sleep. They worked for supervisors who threatened to kill them if they disobeyed orders. And when their legs were burned or fingers smashed during work, they were never even taken to see a doctor. Yet, despite this, these workers came forward and wanted to seek justice for what they had experienced. Even after returning to China, including just last week, they continue to face intimidation and harassment to give up their case or to settle their claims, but these brave men have been unwavering. Having now represented immigrant clients for over 10 years, I can say that survivors like these face a real uphill battle in seeking redress for what they suffered. It requires a community of lawyers, experts, funders, nonprofits, and others to make it possible to even fight that battle. And the Human Trafficking Legal Center is the glue that binds that community together. Therefore, whatever you can give, whether it's your time, your expertise, or your money, I hope that you will contribute to the center so that they can continue their incredible, inspiring, and impactful work. Thank you.